warm-up activity. So yeah. Can all of you just take a small piece of paper, just a small piece like this? Yeah, so once you all have this small piece of paper, you can just give a thumbs up so that I'll know most of you are ready. Or you can just hold it up so that I can see that, yeah, I can see that all of you have it ready. Yeah, for the first warm-up activity, I just need this small piece of paper. Okay. Vyan, I can see you are ready. Harish, yes. Shaurya, yeah, I can see that you are ready. Tasya, yes. Yeah, Manan, Aditya, yeah, Deepa, Nimish, yes, very nice. Others also, it'll be nice if you turn on your videos so that I can see if you are ready. Okay, right. So, first, just see what I'm doing, just observe and listen, and then you can go ahead and do the activity. I'll tell you what the questions. So now, just see what I'm going to do. I'm going to fold, okay, I'll keep it like this. I'm going to fold this into half. And yeah, so I've just taken this piece of paper, I'll fold it into half, and I'm just going to make a cut. I'm going to make 2 cuts, you could say. So I'm just going to do this cut. So now I have this shape, which is like an upside down L. Yeah, it's this L, this turned around. So now when I open this paper, can you tell me what shape I will get? You can put your answer in chat. I've made this cut. Now when I open it, what will I get? Okay, I can see some answers coming in the chat box. Yeah. So most of you said we'll get the letter T. So can you all see what we have got? We've got this letter. Can you all also show what letter that you have got? Okay. So Saketram has given an interesting answer. He said we'll get the roof of a house. Very interesting. Yeah. So now, yeah, most of you have just said you will get the T. Did anyone else get a different shape? Yeah, if you have a different shape, you can just use the raise hand feature. I can see Praman has got a different shape. Yeah, can everyone see what Praman has got? Let me just maybe spotlight Praman. Yes. Let me move on to Harshika. Yeah, Harshika, yes. Yeah, Sparsh. Okay. Yeah, Harshika, very nice. I'll move on to Sparsh to show what he has got. Sparsh, yeah, very nice. So Sparsh, you have also got a T, but for you the middle line is very thick. That's the only I would say. This is also like a very thick T. But did you see? Many of us got this T, but some of you have got a different shape. Sanyam, for example, Sanyam, Hashika, Praman, they all got a different shape. So can you think why most of us got a T, but some of them have got a different shape? So I got this shape. Okay. Yes. Yeah, I can see the answers from the chat box. Yeah, that is because they have made a cut in a different place. With the same paper fold, they cut on a different place and now they got the different shape. Okay. So now I will give a challenge. I'm going to take this small square piece of paper. Yeah. So Yeah, first just see what I'm doing. So I have this small piece of paper and I'm going to fold it in some way to get a smaller square. Okay. So now what I need is I have this square piece of paper and I want to make a square hole in the middle of this paper. So everyone just observe, listen to me, then I will give you what the challenge is. So to get a square hole in the middle, what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold it like this into two halves and I am going to make two cuts. So let me spotlight myself. Yeah. So I am going to make two cuts over here. Yeah. So I folded the square and I'm going to make one cut over here and another cut over here. So one cut this way and one cut this way. So I've cut off this part and when I open it, I am having this square hole in the middle, right? So now, yeah, I can see a lot of hands raised. I'll just get the question. The question is this: I made two cuts and got this square hole. How will you get this square hole with just one cut? That is the question for you. So, yeah, I can see a lot of hands raised. So, Kian, do you have a question? Yeah, so those who have some question or some doubt, they don't understand the question, only those raise your hands, others just drop your. Yeah, Praman, can you unmute and tell me what do you want to say? Praman, you're on mute. I can't hear you. You're speaking.
Neha, can you help him to unmute?
Yeah, may I know the name, please?
Yeah, Praman.
Yeah, Praman, you can unmute yourself and talk. Yeah.
Thank you. So the shape I got is not a square in the middle. I got this shape. So I didn't understand the question.
You have to. I made two cuts over here. That is, I made one cut over here and one cut over here to get the square hole. You need to get the square hole with just a single cut. Just one cut you have to get. Okay. So yes, I can see some answers coming in. I can see some of you have already got it. I can see Natanj has got the square hole in the middle. Harish, I can see you. Yes, you also got it. Yeah, so many of you have got the answer. Very nice. But I'll just give a little bit of time for everyone to try. Okay. So now Shivansh, Shivansh, can you just hold up for everyone? Can everyone see? Shivansh has got a square, but the square is tilted. So that square now looks like a kite, a diamond. Yeah, this is the correct answer only. That is, you have still got a square and you've got it from one cut. But now, is it possible to get the square like this? So many of you have got Asmita, for example. I'm able to see that Asmita has also got the diamond. Anumega, for example, has got. Let me just spotlight for everyone. Yeah, yeah. Anumega has got the square. Can you get the square like this? Many of you have already got, but I'm just giving this as challenge for those who have not got. So let's give some time for. Let's give maybe 1 or 2 minutes for everyone to try. I can see many of you have already got. So those who have already got the square, can you make some other shape, any other shape with just one cut? What other shapes can you make with one cut? So Sparsh Mishra, I can see you have raised your hand. Do you want to say something?
Yes, sir. So we can directly cut it from here, and then without taking here, that will count as one cut only, right? If
No, I count it as 2 cuts.
Okay.
So one cut means it's not taking the scissors away. It is like making one
sir,
line,
but
one
I
line
got
or
this shape.
yeah. So Sparsh, I can see you got this eye. What other shape can you get?
Okay.
So I can see Nimish has got a shape which actually looks like a circle. So Nimish, how did you get this shape? Nimish, you're on mute. You need to unmute and speak.
Yes, sir. Am I audible?
Yeah.
Sir, actually, it is not a circle. It is a octagon.
Mhm. Yeah. So yeah. So how did you get this octagon? Nimish, how did you get the octagon? You're on mute, Nimish.
Nimish, you are muted.
Yes, sir. So I have we made 2 folds first, but I have then made 2 folds half again, and then put a single cut.
Oh, very nice. But yeah, can you see that you didn't get a square, but you got an octagon?
Yes.
In fact, I'm wondering if it's an octagon or if it's got more. Yeah, okay, it's an octagon. Okay. Right. So I can see that many of you have got many different shapes. For example, Sai Saramati Kautilya has got a different butterfly kind of shape. Very nice.
Sir,
Yes. I can see
sir,
Praman.
now the eye was straight, now it's curved.
Yeah, very nice, Sparsh. I just want to show something. So, yeah, can you all see what shapes Praman has got? Yeah, very nice.
Got two types of shapes. This, I cut it into a triangle, like a straight line and a slanting line. So I got this like this, and I folded both of the papers differently. So I got shapes like this.
Okay.
This was like a timer. This is like 2 triangles.
Okay, very nice. But Praman, did you make use of you made just one cut or you made 2 cuts?
2 cuts. But
Okay.
a straight line and a slanting line. I also got the square.
Oh, very nice. Okay. Yeah. So Sanyam, yes, I can see that you have also got a different shape. Very nice. So can you all see that just by folding a paper once or twice and making 1 or 2 cuts, we are able to get so many different shapes. So this is something that we can experiment, explore, and find many more shapes also. So how to get a single cut and a square, how to get a single cut and a diamond, and so on. Yeah, so this is something that you can also explore more by folding just a small piece of paper, what are the different shapes you can get. So now we will go to the bigger interesting activity of the day, that will be making a paper boat. So we will first make a paper boat and then do something with that boat. So how many of you know how to make a paper boat? Can you just give a thumbs up on Zoom? Yeah, so I can see the videos of many people, they're giving the thumbs up, but just leave it on the reaction so that I can see. Okay, fine. So first we need to make a paper boat. We will start with this. Those who know to make the paper boat, you just go ahead and start doing it. Others, if you don't know, just observe what I'm doing. So I will try to show it step by step. Yeah, I'll try to show it step by step and we'll do it together. So I'll give some time for everyone to finish, and then we will go on to the next step. So to start with, we will take the sheet of paper and we need to make a square. So how do we make a square? We take one corner from here, bring it to the other side like this, so that you get a triangle over here, and then cut off the remaining part. So I have folded this part over here. So I'm getting a triangle at the top and some strip at the bottom. This I will cut off. So I always tell the students that this is not a competition. It doesn't matter who gets it first or who gets it perfect. So we are all doing this for fun. So yeah, you can take your time, do it a little slowly. And many of you might have already been very familiar with this. So you can do it easily. But suppose you are doing for the first time, it might not come out perfectly, but that is okay. So don't worry too much about it. Right. So I am cutting off this part. When I open it, I'll get this square. Yeah, so I can see from the chat messages that some of you are already doing it and you would like to show also. But yeah, I will try my best to see what you are showing, but it might not be possible all the time. So yeah, if you have finished the board, just wait. Let others also catch up, and then I'll tell you what. Okay. So now we have the square, and we will fold this square first, like this. And then we will fold it again into half to get smaller square. So there are actually many ways to make a paper boat. There are different kinds of boats that you can make. Today I will just show the simplest boat, something that most people will know. But there are other ways to make a boat also. So if you are interested, you can look up on YouTube or somewhere, and you will find lots of videos that show you how to make different kinds of. Okay, so now what did we do? We just took a square, folded it into half, again into half, and now you have this small square. We will take one of the flaps, just one of them, and bring it to the corner over here, so that we get a triangle. So yeah, one of the flaps, we will take all of this corner to have all the flaps. We'll take one of them and fold it over here. Remaining three we will fold back on the other side. So it becomes like this. So let me just fold it and show you. So what did we do? We have a square and one flap we folded like this. The remaining flaps we fold on the back. And now if you see, you will be able to make this kind of a cup. Yeah, I can see some hands raised. Let me just finish with this and then I will try to attend to your question. So now you will have this cup. Open it fully so that you get this kind of a kite. This kind of a kite with a line in the middle. And now what should we do? We will have these two flaps with three flaps on one side and one flap on the other. When you pull it out, it becomes the boat. So once we pull this out, we'll get this boat. Right. So yeah, Shlok, I think you want me to show it again. Yeah, I'll try to show it. Meanwhile, so Sarvesh, I can see that you are ready with the boat. Yeah, Saketram, you're also ready. Yeah, Prajna, I can see yours. Yeah, so many of you are ready with the board. I'll just repeat it once more so that everyone can follow. So if you have just made the boat, just wait for 1 minute so that everyone cannot finish. So what are we going to do? Give me a minute. Hold it back. Okay, yeah. So let me quickly go through it once more. That is, you have this paper, fold it into half once, fold it again into half, you get this small square, and you will have these two, you will have this small square with flaps. So one flap, you bring it forward, bring it to the bottom, so that you get a triangle. The other three, you take it back, so that you just basically get a triangle. You get a triangle with 3 flaps on this side, and okay, you get a triangle with 3 flaps on this side and 1 flap on the other side. Okay. Yes, I am. I got it. Okay, so now you have this flap. When you open this, it will form a cup. You extend it fully so that it becomes a kite. So basically, you bring these two tips together, it becomes a kite. And all you have to do is unfold. That is, bring this flap outside, both the flaps, and automatically it will start to rise, and you will get this boat. Okay, so I will just finish with this boat. Okay, so let me remove my spotlight so that I can see what all of you have got. Yeah, Sarvesh, I can see that you got a boat. So unless if someone has a question, you can raise your hand. Otherwise, just lower your hand so that I can see what everyone else has. Okay, Jivan, I can see yours. Shaurya has got this. Very nice. Yeah, Vayan, do you have some question or some clarification?
Sir, I didn't get I had two flaps. I had to get the two flaps.
Okay. So what can we do? Try to show this one more. Yeah. So half again. And over here, you will have this corner with 4 flaps, right? So of which, so you bring this corner at the top. That is the one with flaps, the loose ends that you bring to the top. One flap, you bring it down. The other flaps, you take it back. So now, if you take it back like this, in the middle, you will have this. You could say looks like a mouth. So this, you open wide, and then you will get the kite that we get. So after you fold the flap, you will have this kind of cup, and once you open it, you will get this kite. And once you have the kite, here you'll be able to open the flaps, and that will give you the. Okay. So yeah, if you don't know how to make the boat, I think it might be a little difficult for you to learn for the first time. But yeah, maybe we'll spend some more time late. So today we'll try to do something. Okay. So now I'll tell you what we have to do. Many of you have already got the boat. What you have to do is you need to color this boat. So now we are having this boat, which is very plain. We just have made it with plain white paper. So now we can make it more colorful. What we will do, we will take one color and we will color the boat. But we have to color only on the outside, only on this side, not color on the inside. And don't color this bridge. So this is the bridge of the boat, which is like the inside mast, whatever. So we will not worry about painting the boat on the inside, but just coloring on the outside. This part and this part. So color both the sides of the boat, but color with the same color. It's important that you use the same color. Later I will tell you So just color the boat on this side and on this side, and wait. So just color the boat and then just wait. So I can see hands raised. Saketram, do you want to share something? Yeah, Saketram, then you can lower your hand. Okay, so after you make the boat, just color the boat. So preferably use color pencils. If you color with sketch pens, it will become very wet. Yeah. So I, for example, have got sketch pens because like I want to show you more clearly. But you prefer using, it will be better if you use color pencils or crayons. So color lightly, don't scratch too much and tear the board. Just color both sides. Right. So let me put the message over chat also in case someone. I'm going to color my board. I don't want to color it fully. I just put some design and I'll show you. So yeah, Shlok, you made two boards, nice. But yeah, so now it's time to color. So yeah, you can just see what I'm doing over here. I am just going to quickly make some stripes. And I will do this on the other side using the same color. So this is one side of the board and this is the other side I'm going to color. And I don't want to, yeah, I don't want to use a different color. I'll just use the same color. I'll just draw this outline because I want to mark this edge for some reason. So I'll just mark this outline of. Okay, so now this is done. Yeah, you can see that I've colored this board on both the sides. So Sparsh, I can see your hand raised. What do you want to share?
Sir, I want to say we have to color both the sides.
Yes, both the sides. So Harshika, I can see your hand raised. Do you want to share something?
No, sir. I actually had one doubt, but it was clear, sir.
Yeah. So if your doubt is low, like your doubt is clear, then lower it.
Okay.
Right. So I can see Sayam, Nimish, Anumega, Harish, Swasti, Lasya, Vyan, Lok. Yes, many of you have finished coloring. Very nice. Okay. So everyone try to finish coloring fast. Yeah. Anumega, oil pastel, everything. Okay. So Jivin, yes, I can see yours. Nice. Okay. So now I have a question for all of you. Now this boat which you have made and which you have colored also on both sides. Suppose we reverse the process and get back the plain sheet of paper that we started with. So let me share the screen. So now the boat that you have made and you have colored, if you unfold, don't unfold now. I'm just asking this question. Just think and answer first, then we will see what it looks like. So if you unfold the paper, how will the colored portion look like? Will it look like A, B, C, or D? You can put your option in the chat. So when we unfold the paper, what will it look like? Will it look like A, B, C, or D? Which of these four will it look like? So Sai, Saramati, Kaukalya, I can see you all raised a hand. What do you want to share?
Sir, I got why we were doing this right. Like when you unfolded the paper, I was able to see this patch. So I got the motto of the thing right.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. So I can see many of you have given an answer. Most of the options are A and B. None of you have said C or D. So now, can we unfold the paper and see what it looks like? So let me stop sharing this. And yeah, can you all unfold the paper and show what you have got? First, I can see yours. Everyone, we will see. Yeah, Jibin, I can see yours. Sayam, yes. Okay. Okay. Yeah, Anumega, I can see yours. Imish, yes. Arjun, Lasya, yes. Very nice. Can you all see how it looks after we open? Did you all guess that you will get this shape? So Vyan has got a different shape. He's got just two triangles, but many of us have got this kind of a shape. Yeah. So now I have a question for all of you. We have this board which we made, which we now unfolded, and we've got this shape. So now, how much of this paper is colored? Can you just put your answer in chat? How much of this paper is now colored? So many of you, I think, will be in different classes. Those of you who are in class 4 or 5, you might not know about fractions. But older students, I think you will already know about fractions and you might be able to answer it easily. So if you know the answer, that is okay, you can share. If you don't know, don't worry about it. So for example, do you think this is more than half or is it less than half? Whatever answer you feel is right, you can just share. So yeah, the question is how much of this paper is colored? Yeah, so I got many answers coming from all of you. I'll just give a little bit of time for everyone to think. Everyone just put your answer only once because there are many of you. For me, it is like, yeah, I'm able to see so many answers. Don't keep putting your answers again and again. Everyone just put your answer only once. Okay. So I've got many answers. I'm getting few answers which many of you are sharing. That is, many of you are saying this is 1/4. Many of you are saying this is 3/8. Some of you are saying it's 1/16. Then I've got different numbers also. I've got 5/16. I've got 1/6 and so on. Okay. So now we will try to answer this question. How many of you think this is less than half? Those who think it is less than half, raise your hand. Yeah, raise your hand on video or raise your hand on Zoom. It'd be better if you raise your hand on Zoom. Okay, I can see so many hands go up. So everyone can clearly see that we have covered less than half. Next. So now how many of you think we have covered more than 1/4? Those who think we have covered more than 1/4, raise your hand. Okay, many of you have raised your hand. Many of you have not raised your hand. That's also okay. So how many of you think we have colored exactly 1/4? Only those who think exactly 1/4, raise your hand. Okay, I can see so many hands go up. Okay, very nice. So now I will ask one of you. So for example, let me ask Anumega. So Anumega, why do you think this is 1/4? Anumega, can you unmute and give your answer? Yes.
So because when I folded like it's like this, that time the downer part is a 1/4. So that.
Okay. So now let's see. So this is the whole sheet of paper. So now can you see that this is how much of the paper is it showing now? So no. So basically this is the whole paper, and this is now how much of the paper? Half of the paper. So how much of the paper is this? So this is half of the paper. I am folding it again into half. So what fraction of the paper am I showing now? Yeah. How much am I showing now? 1/4. Everyone can see that this is 1/4 of the paper. So this part is colored, but then can you see over here some more parts of the paper is also colored. So this means if you see the sheet, this part is 1/4 or a quarter, you can say that way also, both are the same. So here you can see this is quarter of the paper, 1/4, this is colored, and then something a little more than the quarter is also colored. So 1/4 and these two parts are colored. So now you can see that this is less than half but more than 1/4. So yeah, many of you have already figured out the answer while, for example, has given an explanation. But yeah, now we will go through this step by step. So now can you see how many squares are there in this sheet? Let me draw the lines so that it will be easy for us to count. Okay, so let me spotlight myself so that everyone can see. Yeah. So now, how many parts do we have? Yeah, all of these are supposed to be squares, but yeah, we might not have folded it perfectly, so it doesn't look like a perfect square, but that's okay. So now, can you see how many parts are there in total? Yeah, so Kian, Shaurya, yes, you all got the answer. So there are 16 parts. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 8 more. So 16. Out of 16, how many are colored? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have 16 squares, of which 6 is colored. So now the fraction, the part of the paper that is colored is 6 out of 16. So we can just put it as 6/16. So yeah, the older students may be familiar with this. Yeah, you may be familiar with fractions, but yeah, for those who are seeing it for the first time, you can see that here we are choosing 6 out of 16. So now that is also the same as 3 by 8, as many of you have pointed out. So the part of the paper that is colored is now 6 by 16 or 3 by 8. Okay. So like this, we can actually do many more things with paper folding. So now I will give a challenge for all of you. The challenge for you is this. You have the sheet of paper which you used to make the board. Then we unfolded it and we saw that we are having this part of the board which is on the outside. Now what you have to do is use the same sheet of paper and make another board, but the outside of the board should be plain. That is, the outside should not have this color. So the challenge is to make another board with the same sheet of paper where the outside is not colored. Right. Yeah, so in case someone wants to leave, you can leave, that's okay. Right. So I'll just give some time for all of you to do it. Meanwhile, I'll also keep trying. So once you have made the board, you can just give a thumbs up. Okay, so yeah, Sarvesh, do you have a question? I can see your hand raised.
Sir, I am not able to make that boat again.
Yeah, so that is the challenge.
Okay.
Shlok, I can see your message. You don't have to put it again and again. Yeah, Harish, I can see you got the board. Very nice. Saketram, yes, nice. Many of you have got it. Okay, very nice. Yeah, Saketram, half colored, no, it has to be fully plain. Yeah, Shaurya, I can see yours. Jivin, yes, very nice. Yeah, Rayan, try making the board. Swasti, I can see yours, very nice. Anaga, very nice. Aditya, yes. Deepa, nice. Okay. So here is my book. So it's made with the same paper, and you can see the inside part is colored. But can you see over here? Inside part is also plain for me. So my colors have gone fully inside. So this part is colored, but even the other part of the board is plain for me. Okay. Yeah. Sayam, yes, I can see yours. Very nice. Okay. So now the challenge is again the same. I want you to color this. I want you to color this both sides with the same color, and then unfold it and see what you get. So we'll do it once more. So last time I took orange, this time I'll take this light blue color. Right. So now it's almost 11:30. So maybe we will just continue with the session for 5 more minutes. Okay. So here I've got my second boat. That is the second boat I've colored once more. Yeah, Jivin, I can see yours. Yeah. So now can you open the boat once more and see how it looks like? I can see, for example, Jivin has shown. Sparsh, I can see yours. Very nice. Anumega, yes. Yeah. Sarvesh, you want to say something? Yeah, Sarvesh, if you want, you can unmute and speak.
Sir, can you please repeat the question after opening the boat?
So just open the boat and see what
No, not
which
this,
part.
sir. Sir, not this. First, when we colored the boat first time, after
The question,
the question.
the question was what fraction of the paper is colored? We saw that the fraction was 6 by 16 or 3 by 8. So now can you see this is my boat on one side. Let me spotlight for you. Yeah, this is the colored part, and the second colored part is over here. It's a different color. Good. So this is the colored part, and this is the other colored part. So now I'll tell you what the challenge is. The challenge is for you to make again another boat, and again the boat has to be plain on the outside. That is, the colored part should be not showing. With the same paper, again, can you make a colored boat? So here I have made another boat with the same sheet of paper, and it is plain on both sides. So let me remove the spotlight so that I can see everyone. Yeah, Sparsh, I can see yours. Arjun, I can see yours. Very nice. Sayam, yes, very nice. Smita, yes, I can see yours. Pradnya, yes. Okay, Nimish, I can see yours. Guru, yes, very nice. So now the challenge for you is to color this with the third color, unfold it, and make a fourth plain boat. So that is a challenge, but you can do the challenge later. So yeah, just the challenge is to make this kind of a boat, color it, unfold it, and make another plain. So this is something that you can try later. So yeah, let's let's stop the activity today for a bit. Okay. So no, it's 11:30. So I think it is time to end today's session. But I would just like to take a few minutes to hear from you as to what you thought about the session. So yeah, in case someone has a question or someone wants to share something, you can raise your hand. Raise your hand on Zoom. Yeah. So Arjun, would you like to share something?
No, sir, I forgot. No, sir, I don't have anything. I forgot to lower my hand.
Yeah. Okay. Right. So yeah, how did you all like the session? You can put it on chat or you can raise your hand and you can speak. Yeah, Sarvesh, would you like to share something?
Sir, it was an amazing session that there was no any excuse, and we enjoyed
Yeah.
we enjoyed that session.
Okay, very nice, Sarvesh. Yeah, Harshika, would you like to share something?
Yes, sir. The class was very nice. I liked it.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
sir, I even have a doubt. Sir, while doing the folding, we have 4 times, right? We can do it 4 times. And in the 4th time, everything will get colored, right?
No, on the 4th time also, it should be plain. So the first board was plain, second board was plain, third board and the 4th board should also be plain.
Okay, sir.
So yeah, Sayam, no, I'm not an art teacher, I'm a maths teacher only. Yes, so anyone else would like to share something? Harish, would you like to share your thoughts? Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, Harish, if you're not able to unmute, that's okay.
Yes, sir. No. Sir, I thought that the session was a very interactive one, and I felt that everybody got a chance to try something new. And I also I like the part very much where you asked us. Where you asked us to unfold the board, and it was very interesting trying to guess what pattern would appear on the paper when you unfolded it. So it was a very interactive session, and I liked it very much.
Okay, yeah, I'm very happy to hear that. So, yeah, basically, this is like a very simple activity that anyone can try. You can try later also. This is a very kind of a beginning of origami, you could say. So, origami is the Japanese art of paper folding. But yeah, like others have also, other civilizations have also have this paper folding art. And yeah, with origami, there are lots of other interesting shapes that we can make. You can make a house, you can make birds, you can make lots of other things. I would like to play a short video which actually shows how much there is in origami and how it is used in engineering also. So, for example, there is the James Webb telescope, which is like the largest telescope we have ever launched. And that telescope is so huge, that is the mirror that uses is 6 meters long. So how do they put something so huge in a rocket? The rocket can't fit a telescope that big. So they use origami to fold all the mirrors and the panels in the telescope. So once you fold it, the telescope becomes so tiny and it goes to outer space and then they unfold it. So yeah, Saket Ram, would you like to share something? Yes.
It's based on this activity.
Mm-hmm.
So you wanted to ask us to say 3 times and unfold it, okay? But 3 by 9 by 8. But how is it possible?
No. I couldn't. Your audio is not very clear. So can you just repeat?
Can you hear me, sir?
Yes.
Okay. So wait. I'll just try to increase my volume.
I think Saketram, you are joining from 2 devices. So. Yeah, Saketram, maybe. Yes, you're audible, but your audio is not clear. So I'll come back to you at the end. So yeah, can you just be a little patient? Yeah, Kian, you want to share something?
Yes, so I'm already done with the activity to make a colored boat and turn it into a plain boat.
Right. So how many times did you make the boat with the sheet of paper?
I made the boat and unfolded it, and then I made 2 boats. One I unfolded it, but then I made another boat like that, and then I used that to make the plain boat. It was very easy to make it.
Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah. So Saketram, I have now seen your question.
Can I say how?
Yeah, Kian, maybe I'll come back to you later.
Okay.
Right. So the question is, that is, you have this board and you are making the fraction 3 by 8. So if you make it 3 times, will the fraction be 9 by 8? So now if you see what happens to the board, you get the 3 by 8 on one side. And if you make the second board, you will again get the 3 by 8 of that side on the bottom maybe. So you actually have two sides. So it is basically 3 by 8 of one side of the paper. So you have two sides of the paper, right? So all the other 3 by 8 will fall on the other side. So you can actually make the 3 by 8 4 times. Yeah, maybe I can explain it in detail later. So yeah, I think it's 11:40. It's almost 11:40. So I'll just play this one video which I would like to share. And yeah, after that, yeah, maybe we can continue the session. So let me just share this.
Sorry to interrupt, sir. Is there audio to this video? Because we can't hear it.
Okay. I don't know if I'm.
Ashwin sir,
yeah.
when you share the screen.
Yes, yes, I am sharing the sound.
Meaning it's stable in two positions. This is one, and then if I give it a twist, this is the other. This really has a bunch of bistable mechanisms in it because you can see how it sort of pops into place. But if you combine the two mechanisms going in different directions, then you get the sort of magical color change effect.
Yeah, that's impressive.
So you look at this and you say, okay, that is a cute paper toy. Is it anything more than that? And the answer is yes.
By cutting or scoring materials and adding hinges as necessary, thick, rigid materials can, in effect, be folded. This is useful, for example, in deploying solar panels.
This pattern is perhaps the granddaddy of deployable structures. It's called the Miura Ori. It's been used for solar arrays. In fact, it was one of the first patterns that flew on a space mission back in 1995. It was called the Space Flyer mission. As you see here, it all opens and closes in a single motion, and when it flattens, it's very thin and compact.
It's a fun pattern called the origami flasher, and you get this kind of interesting flasher motion.
This has been proposed as a design for satellite solar arrays, increasing compactness for launch and reliability in deployment.
I'm sort of fascinated about the math here. Like, it's hard for me to conceive of, like, what does that math look like?
The math comes down to a way of representing a design called a crease pattern. But then you find an arrangement method that I described. This works for anything that can be represented as a stick figure.
Origami allows engineers to piggyback on the bright ideas people have had over the centuries while experimenting with folding paper. But translating these ideas into practical solutions requires a lot of math, modeling, and experimentation.
Right. So I hope you enjoyed that video. So yeah, if you are interested, you can learn more about origami. There are lots of resources. Maybe we can meet some other time to discuss more about origami. So yeah, I think it's past 11:40, so we will stop here. So yeah, I really enjoyed my time with all of you. So you all been like a wonderful audience today. So now I think we will end the session. Yeah, so I think a few of you want to discuss something, so you just wait. Maybe after we conclude, we can have a further discussion. So yeah, Kripa, I'll hand it over to you.
Thank you, Ashwinji, and thank you all of you for being such a wonderful audience. We have Hariharan sir here, who is founder of Raising a Mathematician Foundation. So Hariharan sir wants to say something.
Yes. Thank you, Fripa madam. Thank you, Ashwin sir, for doing this session. It was an excellent session, and you gave a very good introduction to origami and paper folding, and how the math unfolds is something that they can think about, or they can go back and explore in this area. For example, when you were talking about using one cut to form a square, I was thinking of different shapes that can come up, and then you can extend that problem to thinking about what is the minimum number of cuts that will be required to form a particular shape. So the insights that you provided can trigger bigger questions. And I hope that that's the takeaway that the students go from here. And the icing on the cake was the final video that you showed, which helped us understand that origami is not only like a recreational mathematics aspect, but also has been rigorously used in real world applications. So thank you so much for taking us through this journey.
Thanks for having me here. So so now I think we can conclude the session. Those who want to discuss something, students, you can stay back. Otherwise I think we can end. I can see some of you have raised your hand. So Lasya, what do you want to share?
Sir, I discovered how to make a square with one cut. So I made a triangle like this by folding the paper in half.
Wait. Let me spotlight you so that everyone can see. Now we can share.
So I folded the paper in half, and then after that I made a triangle. I cut off the top. So then, oh no, it's not. One minute, sir.
It's okay. Meanwhile, I will ask Praman. Praman, do you want to share something?
Sir, I have a doubt about the board, sir, still. I didn't understand the technique. How did you make it, sir?
Oh, okay. So everyone, there is another math session again tomorrow. So if you're interested, you can join that. Kripa has shared the message in the chat, and I think you will have the link also sent to you. So I think it is the same link for today's session. So there's another session tomorrow at 7 o'clock. Meanwhile, Lasya, can you just show the square that you got? Very nice. Very nice, Lasya. So what you have done is very interesting, because I also make a triangle, but I make a triangle in a different way. That is, So Neha, I think the same Zoom link will work for that session. So I folded it along the diagonals this way, and fold it again like this and make the cut. So now what you shared was very interesting, where you folded it into half and you got a triangle in a different way. So that is very interesting. Sorry, Lasya. So Lasya, very nice. I got your idea to make a square with a single cut. Yes, Praman, you had a doubt regarding the board, right? So what is your question? What?
Sir, I didn't understand how to make the boat, sir.
Oh, okay. So Anyone else has a similar question, that is, you need some help making the board? Okay, so yeah, Praman, you are clear up till this part where you just fold it into half and you fold it into half again. This part is clear, right? So now you can see this part is a corner. This part is a corner where you can't have any flaps. But here you have flaps, right? So you just take one flap. So there will be, let me explain myself. So there will be 4 flaps here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Of which I'll just check once. I'll just take one of this flap and bring it over here. So you will have something like a kangaroo pouch over here. So if I fold one flap, this part will be there. So now bring the 3 on the back. So now it will become like this. It will become like. So now you just open it fully, where you bring these 2 parts together. So when you open it, these 2 parts will get connected. So it is like you are opening this mouth wide, and as you open it too wide, it becomes narrower. Becomes narrower vertically, and you will get this. So now if you look this way, it looks like a kite with these kind of petals at the top. So now when you pull on these petals, you will get a petal. Okay. So anyone else has a different question? Yeah, Praman, you got it. Yeah, anyone else wants to share something else? Yeah, in that case, I think we will stop here for today. Yeah, okay. So it was nice meeting all of you. I hope you enjoyed the session. I hope to see you again in a different session. All right.
Thank you, Ashwinji. Thank you so much. I hope all the kids enjoyed. I also enjoyed it a lot.